Welcome to step 3 on the 7 steps to exhibition success for CONFEX. And in step 3, what we're going to look at is we're going to look at the whole area of pre-show marketing and why exhibition marketing makes the difference between success and failure when you're exhibiting. And many companies will look to the organizer to be the person who does the marketing, and of course, the organizer will do the marketing. But what I always say to exhibitors is very important that it's the organizer's responsibility to bring people to the front door of the show and through the front door of the show. But it's our responsibility as exhibitors to ensure that our clients visit our stand, and that's why exhibition marketing is so important. And when we talk about marketing, we talk about on and offline marketing that will drive engagement, but also drive visitors to our stand at CONFEX. So individually, when we talk about this area of marketing within exhibitions, and as somebody who spent the last 30 years in exhibitions, the biggest, if not one of the biggest areas where companies fall down is they assume that the organizer will do all the marketing and they don't have to do any. And that's a really big downfall, because really what we look at is we talk of lack of pre-show marketing being one of the biggest mistakes that companies make when they exhibit. And it doesn't mean you need to spend lots and lots of money pre-show marketing, but you do need to be focused on what you want to achieve. And what we're trying to achieve is we're trying to bring new visitors to our stand. We're trying to bring existing clients to our stand for new product launches, all those things. And we don't do that effectively without pre-show marketing. So what we're going to look at in this section is the whole area of how we do pre-show marketing, what we do, and when we do it. So when we talk about bringing people to our stand, of course, we need to engage with them beforehand. And a lot of companies will send out tickets, and that's fine, or they'll do some social media, and that's great. But we need to have a much stronger, more joined up strategy as to how we're going to get those visitors to our stand at an exhibition. So when we talk about these specific areas, I always talk about what I call the 70-30 split. And what I mean by this is we live in a digital world, particularly because of COVID. We lived in an increasingly digital world. And the digital side or an online side is incredibly important for bringing visitors to our stand. But it's not the only way. And I think if we just assume that everything is done on digital or online, then we're missing out opportunities for other clients. So the 70-30 split is where we do 70% of our marketing online and we do 30% of our marketing for the exhibition offline. Here's a graphic of something I did for Informa for one of their shows in the Middle East on 12 key ways that you can market yourself before you exhibit at a trade show. Now, obviously, I'm not going to read them all because I'm going to send you the slides. But what I would say to you is there's a mix here of what we do on and offline, and they won't all be relevant or they won't all be appropriate, and nor should they be. We need to focus on what works for our own company and more specifically what works for our business in terms of the clients. So when we talk more specifically about some ideas, for some simple ideas on how we can generate more interest before CONFEX. So we talk about this idea of creating a small introduction video. Video on social media has increased exponentially over the last probably 2 years or even 3 years at this stage, because it shows the people behind the business. So why not do that 30-second intro to you as an individual or to your business and post it on social media and say, meet us at CONFEX? Really, really simple. And it comes back to the old adage. People buy from people. They like to see the person or the people behind the business. So the introduction videos are really, really important. It could be a special offer you're having at the show that you can highlight through the video as well, or something new that you've got, new product launches. Again, you're giving more people more of a reason to visit your stand at the exhibition. The second one we talk about is competitions, running those competitions to engage with people before they visit CONFEX. And the winner will be announced at the show. So again, what you're trying to do is you're driving traffic to your stand at the show as well. And that's really, really critical that we do that. And we do a consistent marketing effort to bring people specific to our stand. We also talk about phone calls, the one that's very often overlooked. For me, we live in a digital world, and I understand that, and that's fantastic. But we should be ringing our top 10 clients, our top 20 clients, whatever it is, the personal touch, ringing them in advance, saying we're launching a new product. I would love to see your CONFEX. Love if you come down to the publishing show or whatever that might be. But what you're also doing there, and what's really critical to remember, is that if 3 or 4 of those people can't visit CONFEX for whatever reason, you're still maintaining contact with them. It's that extra touch point. But the personalized approach in bringing people to the event is incredibly powerful. And we need to reach out to our top 10 or 20 clients to really get them excited about why they want to visit us at CONFEX. And these small things are really, really important. And we talk about this idea of a handwritten letter. It seems very antiquated, it seems very old age, but you know what? It works. And I'll tell you why it works, because it's different. Because people don't get handwritten letters delivered to the desk. Now, I'm not suggesting that you can write a handwritten letter to every single one of your potential visitors, but are there 5, 10, or 15 people you can write a short note to saying you'd love to see you at CONFEX? That personal touch is incredibly important, and it will dramatically increase the throughput to your stand at CONFEX. So look to these small ideas. Look to ways of being different, not just join the traditional methods, because the traditional methods are great, but we want to stand out. It's exactly what we say to our exhibitors when they exhibit at shows. They want to stand out. We want you to stand out. So look to those novel ideas, how you can utilize those 12 ideas I mentioned from the previous slide, how we can do on and offline marketing together, and how we can generate that so we get more visitors to CONFEX. And when we do that, and we start thinking outside the box a little bit, we become more successful because we're seen as different. And that's incredibly important. And particularly since the COVID time, when exhibiting will be a new experience for many people. Many of us exhibited for years, but it's going to be very different after CONFEX. And different isn't a bad thing. Different is a good, positive thing. So I encourage you to look at new ways of doing on and offline marketing to bring people to your stand at CONFEX. So in terms of that, what I would say to you, the 70-30 split with the marketing that we need to do, 70% online, 30% offline. And ideal if you can do one small thing, whether that's a Twitter post or it's a letter out today or whatever it might be, one thing each day between now and CONFEX, you are going to be more successful. No question about it. I hope those tips are some help, and I'll see you on session 4.